Hello, welcome to Tonalist Landscape Painting with M. Francis McCarthy. The painting I'm bringing you today is called Twilight Road. It's a 3.5 by 3.5, and I completed this beautiful little painting, oh my goodness, probably a couple weeks back, and has a nice glow to it. It's really definitely one of these ones I've sort of set out to push into a strong yellow cast. If you saw the preview image at the beginning of the video, you already know that, but this gives you a little chance to kind of see the way I came about creating this little painting. And it's not the first time I've painted this particular scene. This is actually a scene that I painted as a kind of a 12 by 18 back in oh gosh, 2011, and that came out okay, actually pretty good, but you know, it was kind of all about a huge sky in that painting and a bunch of stuff off the side. And when I was going through you know, kind of piles of reference, looking for things I wanted to do some nice miniatures with, this one caught my eye as like being, well, okay, that might be good to do. I think I did it again a few years later as a square format, like maybe a 12 by 12, where I did focus in on the scene a little bit more. Interestingly, I kind of drive by this scene all the time when I go to one of my galleries out here in New Zealand. That's the gallery at Helena Bay, which is about, oh, it's about a 45-minute drive away from where my studio is, and very beautiful out there. And but I have to say, like, the scene, I basically got the reference photo long before I was ever going to Helena Bay. I was just kind of driving around randomly in the area where I live and shooting reference. And this was a beautiful. It's never looked that beautiful since, because the sun was going down and just the right way to kind of hit that little bit of, I guess, cliff you would call it, underneath the tree there. And I don't know, it's never looked that good since, but I do remark on it, and every now and again, maybe, who knows, one day I'll drive by there again. And it's definitely overgrown a bit since that time. I mean, that was, oh my, six years ago, something like that. Anyway, little 3.5 by 3.5. It's, I don't know, I might put this up on my store at some point. I'm feeling like there's a lot of things on the store now, so if you are interested in picking up one of my paintings, please go visit my store at landscapepainter.co.nz. And I want to also address the long form video I put up over the weekend. Many of you did get a chance to see that, but unfortunately I had to take that down, and there's a bunch of reasons for that I won't even get into. But I will say, if you're missing it, or you were creating a painting based on it or something, just go join my mailing list at landscapepainter.co.nz. All of the subscribers to my mailing list have access to that video, and actually in a higher res format of that video. And another video that's up there right now that's got my board finish, my board preparation technique. And yeah, I'm planning on sharing quite a few interesting videos there. This is not to say I won't keep sharing stuff on YouTube like I have been. I plan on doing that. I have a lot of videos in the can here, and I like putting them up, and I like people seeing them, and it really makes my day when, you know, people tell me that they love my work, and they love you know, some people do studies after things of mine, or they like the 25 days of tonalism. They'll do studies after that stuff. Or it's all good as far as I'm concerned. This channel is about promoting landscape painting and promoting tonalism and the great work of the past masters, and my own work that is, you know, well, I don't have to say it's great or anything, but, you know, it's good, and I love sharing it. And if you ever feel like you need some help with something, you know, you could just reach out to me via the email. That's also on my site. That's done on the header there. I'm not going to get into it here on YouTube, but just go to my site, landscapepainter.co.nz. A lot of you have sent me emails with questions or just, comments, and it's always awesome to hear from you. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate all of the new subscribers that have come on board, and I appreciate those of you that have joined my mailing list. I think that's awesome, and it just kind of gives me a chance to connect with people that like my work directly without having a giant corporation between us. And so far, me and the corporation, we get on okay, but you never know. It might come a time that that's not the case. Anyway, hey, thank you for joining me today, and we'll be back tomorrow with another Tonalist landscape painting. So meanwhile, please do me the eminent favor of taking excellent care of yourself and staying out of trouble. See ya tomorrow.